1 year in office, Akwa State Governor holds interdenominational service to appreciate God. Governor's wife pet project Golden Initiative for All, GIFA, doles out 100,000 naira each to select women of Ekiti Senatorial District. Do you discard watermelon seeds? Reporter x-rays health benefits of watermelon fruit seeds. Petroleum Industry Act, how impactful on oil-bearing communities. This and more after the break. Stay with us. Good morning and welcome to Akbc 4-5 News at 7. I am Ufot Udaken. Apologies for coming behind time. Now the news in detail. Akwa State government has played host to Nigerians across political platforms as it celebrates Governor Omoino's 1 year in office. An interdenominational Thanksgiving service held at the International Worship Center will use speakers, including the PDP National Secretary, Senator Samuel Anyanwu, appreciated the development stride recorded by Governor Omoino in 12 months. The service witnessed the unveiling of a book titled "And It Came to Pass," written in honor of Governor Omoino. Our Government House reporter, Patience John, has the details.
The Thanksgiving service with the theme "And It Came to Pass" featured worship and praise session. Governor Omoino thanked God for the achievement of his administration so far, Akwa Ibom people and guests for the support he has enjoyed the past 1 year, and announced the rename of the Dakada Tower to Udom Emmanuel Tower.
More than anything else, like I keep saying, for development, that's what you elected me for, to come and continue with the works and the good works that my predecessor has done. So I'm not going to praise myself, but I'll let you handle the praise. But I want to thank God who has helped us to keep Akwa Ibom State safe and to lower the temperature of politics in this. Today, as the governor of Akwa Ibom State, I named this 21-story edifice after you and for the work you have done in Akwa Ibom. So the towers will no more be called Dakada Towers, but will now be known, called and addressed as the Udom Emmanuel Towers.
To the immediate past governor, Udom Emmanuel, he is happy with the success of his successor and pledged his continuous support to Governor Omoino.
I will share in your challenges. I will share in your trying times. And when people just come, I know you call me political father, but I promise you, no matter how weak a child is, if a father presses the child's neck on the ground as if he wants to kill the child, if the child does not do anything, we'll kick the father off. It becomes alive first. But I will never be such a father to you.
Preaching on Ebenezer, God has helped us, a guest minister, Bishop Bernard Asare, reasoned that God has done well with the people of Akwa Ibom State by being a present help at all times. Goodwill messages from stakeholders praised Governor Omoino for exhibiting peace and unity, as well as blessing the people with dividends of good governance.
Everybody was interested to come to celebrate with you and the entire Akwa Ibom people, because you are one of our pride. You are one of the PDP governors that have made us proud, especially your relationship with your predecessor. It gives us joy as a party.
Because he's friendly, I'm here to congratulate him on his first year in office, because he's a horizontal man. Being a pastor, he doesn't know who is an enemy, he doesn't know who is a friend, but all what he knows is the flock to take to Jesus Christ our Lord.
Book presentation on "And It Came to Pass" was unveiled to mark Governor Omoino's 1 year in office. Patience John, Akbc News.
Nature has blessed man with several things, one of which is fruits. In their sizes, colors, taste, and seasons, fruits play essential roles in human health. Watermelon is one of such and is cultivated in Nigeria. So, do you like watermelon? Do you know that the flesh of this soothing fruit is not only appealing to the taste bud, but that the seeds also work wonders in many ways? Well, there are also two ways to a coin, as Yagan poll in the following reports unravels the good and bad side of overindulgence in the consumption of watermelon fruits.
Unarguably, there are several health benefits of eating watermelon, as it is said to be the #1 natural protection against cancer. According to research, watermelon contains antioxidants and flavonoids, which helps in protecting the body against cancers like breast, colon, and so many others. Also, the vitamins present in watermelon treat infections in the body, such as joint inflammation. Important elements like potassium and manganese regulate the blood pressure, and the antioxidants present in watermelon helps to maintain the blood vessels against sclerosis. The sweet and watery fruit removes salt accumulation from the body, reduces the concentration of uric acid in the blood, thereby reducing the risk of kidney stone. Watermelon is said to be rich in potassium, which is needed to cure heart diseases, and also reduces the high effect of ultraviolet rays.
Watermelons are considered a fruit and a vegetable from a botanical point of view. Just because they contain virtues of fruits and vegetables is a tip for the loving room. Listen up, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to spice things up in the loving room, make watermelon your friend. The amino acid citrulline found in watermelon actually helps overcome erectile dysfunction. Watermelon has actually been proven to calm down nerves.
Watermelon contains calories, fats, cholesterol, sodium, carbohydrates, fiber, vitamin C, potassium, calcium, vitamin A, and micrograms.
Eating watermelon as a snack helps to lose weight and waist to hip ratio compared with the low-calories cookie. Also, watermelon juice is full of suitable electrolytes, which is the primary factor to prevent heat stroke. Potassium helps reduce the effects of sodium on blood. This helps to control blood pressure. It helps keep skin and hair healthy. An antioxidant called lycopene, which helps clean your cells of damage. This process helps prevent cancer. A diet rich in lycopene reduced the risk of cancers of the breast, prostate, and lung.
It is worthy to note that the best time to eat watermelon is between noon and late afternoon. It should not be eaten in an empty stomach to maintain proper sugar level, and should not be eaten in the night. So, what do our people like about watermelon?
Why I like watermelon is because if I eat it in the night, it helps me to, when I wake up in the morning, I feel light. I feel just myself.
The weather is so hot. If you take watermelon, I am a former and a piece of my more about it. Okay, them. It is a motivate me. I'm of more energy.
It's very good in pouring my inside body, but my favorite is cola.
It's good in somebody's health. It's one of the most loved foods to me.
With all these health benefits, one may be tempted to ask, does watermelon have side effects? Yes, medically reviewed by nutritionists, watermelon may raise blood sugar and cause stomach issues such as upset stomach in some people. When talking about watermelon for ages now, one thing has been missing: the seeds. Watermelon seeds, according to studies, are low in calories. They have magnesium, zinc, iron, good fat, boost energy production, promote nerve function, regulate blood pressure, and contain folate, which helps in combating cancer and depression. It also helps in weight loss. The seeds build immunity. It promotes sexual health, boosts libido and fertility, reduces inflammation, improves skin health, strengthens hair, boosts metabolism, and reduces the risk of prostate. Watermelon seeds are also said to reduce the effects of asthma. It lowers blood sugar and prevents osteoporosis.
Watermelon seeds contain antioxidants, which are very important as they help prevent infections. Nutrients found in watermelon seeds include vitamin B, potassium, magnesium, copper, iron, folate, zinc.
So, while enjoying your sweet watermelon, remember not to throw away the seeds, as they can be consumed raw or fried. Take note of the saying that too much of everything is a disease. Take precautions of excess intake of watermelon and spare yourself the risk of being sick. Remember not to throw away the seeds of watermelon the next time you consume the fruits. Eyageno Paul, Akbc News.
The signing of the Petroleum Industry Act in 2021 has provided a legal, regulatory and fiscal framework to mark a new era in the development of oil-bearing communities. The act also is expected to address decades of unrest, underdevelopment and neglect of these communities. This made the Senate and House of Representatives to introduce the Host Communities Development Trust to engender mutual coexistence, prosperity and speedy development of host communities. Board of Trustees have been inaugurated by some of these oil affiliates like NNPC to manage their coexistence with host communities. This report takes a look at the onerous tasks saddled on the board.
With the introduction of Host Communities Development Trust, there has been a positive roadmap as stipulated in the PIA and a sustainable framework for prosperity in the oil and gas host communities, the reason it was established. The NNPC Limited has set that prosperity in motion with the inauguration of a 14-man board of trustees to ensure the implementation of Host Communities Development Trust.
I think it's a major milestone that we are achieving today. So the essence of this body is to support us so that we can grow. Then the question is, what is the need for you? As we grow, our budget grows. As our budget grows, what happens to you? Your fund also grows. So it is a win-win for all of us. Today, as we inaugurate your boards, we are trusting that, having gone through the lecture series, we all are aware of our responsibilities. We want to assure you, as NNPC Limited and our JV partners, we will support you.
The trustees are to manage the trust funds efficiently, which will foster a cordial relationship with the host communities and engender a positive sense of belonging, which will in turn protect the oil facilities in the region for a smooth oil production and the good of the nation's economy. As a set law, NNPC will be making an annual contribution of 3% of its actual operating expenditure in its upstream business to the applicable host communities.
I think it's a major milestone for you all host communities, because from now on, you will be on the driving seat, deciding, defining, executing, implementing growth, and developmental projects activities within your domain, but for your own prosperity. The Board of Trustees has a very important role to play. Board of Trustees is committed to ensure that the trust funds are being used efficiently and effectively towards our common objectives. As board members, also be reminded that you have to represent in the trust all the communities equally and fairly, not just the community that has appointed you in the trust.
The establishment of the Host Communities Development Trust as mandated by the Petroleum Industry Act reflects the collaborative efforts of the Nigerian Senate and the House of Representatives and NPC Limited, while taking the lead in ensuring the development of host communities is intentional towards its success. The Board of Trustees have been trained on the basic oil and gas exploration and business planning for non-professionals to guide them through the new assignment.
The signing of, we'll take a break here, and when we return, Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Manuel Hall has charged members of the 10th House of Representatives on the constructive constitutional review. Details after the break. Stay with us. You're welcome back. Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Mono has charged members of the 10th House of Representatives to come up with a constitution that will have provisions for states to benefit more from the natural resources obtained within their territories. Governor Mono gave the charge weekend at the first retreat organized by the House of Representatives Committee on the Review of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 at 4 Points by Sheraton Hotel. Our Government House reporter Utubi Makon tells us more.
The governor was represented by his deputy, Senator Kuneyani, noted that the responsibilities of the state in Nigeria were huge and definitely needed more finances to meet their obligations. Governor informed the gathering that within the limits of the state resources, his Arise agenda was deployed to improve on the well-being of Akwa Ibom people by building roads, model schools, model health centers, and other projects to mark his first anniversary in office. He, however, noted that a lot needed to be done, especially in the areas of security and revenue allocation, which have been seemingly entangled with security problems across the country, and hoped that the experiences of the Constitutional Review Committee will help achieve what will be beneficial and favorable to all Nigerians.
I believe a constitution which truly exposes the principles of federalism will help to de-escalate tension in the country, resolve some of our challenges, and birth a prosperous nation. By its very nature, a constitution is a people's document. We will continue to work with the administration of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, to make life meaningful for all Nigerians residing in Akwa Ibom State.
The chairman of the Constitutional Review Committee, who also doubles as Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives, Mr. Benjamin Kalu, declared the retreat open. He said the constitutional amendments are instrumental in achieving better economic outcome by modernizing legal frameworks, enhancing institutional capacity, better enhancement of economic potentials, addressing emerging economic challenges, and facilitating inclusive development.
Today marks an important moment as the committee completes its first major retreat to receive the report of experts and consultants of the committee on appraisal of previous constitutional amendment bills, especially those that were either not passed by the national or state assemblies or were not given assent by the president, and deliberate on the models or action plan for addressing the reservations that led to their rejection.
A goodwill message by the chairman of Conference of Speakers, State Legislatures in Nigeria, Mr. Dibo Ogundoyin, sought the review of policies and laws in Nigeria, stating that there was fundamental national issues that should be looked into, including national policies, local government autonomy, resource control and revenue allocation, as well as centralization of power.
Our decisions or resolutions of the Parliament at the National or State Assembly level at the review of the amendment of the Nigerian Constitution must reflect the wishes of Nigerians in order to achieve an acceptable, implementable, and enforceable constitution.
Kutubi Mokun, Akbc News.
The women empowerment components of the Golden Initiative for All, GIFA, the paid projects of the wife of the governor, Pastor Patience Sumoino, has kicked off with the maiden edition of 100,000 Naira Women Empowerment for select women of Eket Senatorial District Women Forum. The disbursement of the grants was to help the women boost their businesses. The event held at Royalty Hotel Eket tagged Women Cash Empowerment. The reports.
Addressing the women of Eket Senatorial District, the wife of the governor, Pastor Patience Sumoino, said the gesture was in line with the rights agenda of the present administration of Governor Moino, who prioritizes the engagement of Akwa Ibom citizens in progressive ventures. Represented by the President General of the Eket Senatorial District Women Forum, Mrs. Idarif Remakban, the governor's wife explained that the beneficiaries were selected from the 12 local government areas of Eket Senatorial District, expressing her willingness to accommodate the interests of the grassroots in her projects and programs. She promised to closely monitor the beneficiaries to ensure that the funds received are used for the purpose it was meant for. The governor's wife, who described Governor Moino as gender-friendly, assured the women of more government support, saying better days lies ahead of Akwa Ibom women under the current administration.
She has decided to start the flag off in Eket Senatorial District. Women across the 12 local government areas of Eket Senatorial District have come out to be empowered, to be given a seed for their businesses. And I want to believe that seed will grow, germinate, multiply, increase to the glory of God.
Speaking on her capacity as the president, Eket Senatorial District Women Forum, Mrs. Ida Rakban thanked the wife of the governor for her magnanimity in empowering the women through her pet project, GIFA, promising that the women will always support her and her husband.
Her Excellency has decided to flag off the Women Cash Empowerment Program across the state for all the women of Akwa Ibom State.
In a brief talk on resource management, an aide to the governor's wife, Pastor Ann Abraham, acknowledged the vital roles women play in the society and celebrated the incredible potentials of women from Eket Senatorial District in supporting government programs. Pastor Abraham, who noted that women empowerment is one of the thematic areas of GIFA, have done proper investment of the funds, savings, and record keeping for effective accountability.
So but when you don't have record keeping and on that year the money, so one of the things that will help you with the fund that you're going to receive today is record keeping.
Other speakers who extolled the governor's wife for being compassionate were the chairman, Eke Transition Committee, Mr. Kaniya Tommy, represented by his vice, Mrs. Comfort Okon, wife of Eastern Obolo Local Government Transition Committee Chairman, Mrs. Glory Ball, who spoke on behalf of Walgon, Barrister Aneyo, Owawan Mary Manete, and the beneficiaries.
You know, you don't want to lose this money. You want to gain, and the record keeping is key.
We are very happy to be here because the First Lady of Akwa Ibom State is doing well.
Just few months, and you have stepped out to give to your women, to support them in their different enterprises. Ma, you have done well.
Empowerment is not just a buzzword. It is a powerful catalyst.
High point of the event was the disbursement of the funds to the beneficiaries. The event was sponsored by GIFA in collaboration with Eket Senatorial District Women Forum. Eyagenopo, Akbc News.
Young ladies in the state have been advised to believe in themselves, have the I can do spirit, and put God first in all they do. The 2023-2024 Most Beautiful Girl in Akwa Ibom, Venus Blessing Bassi Patrick, gave the advice when she appeared on Akbc TV breakfast show Center Points to talk about charisma in young talent. Miss Blessing said it was self-confidence that made her win the pageantry in 2023, despite the number of girls who came out to contest.
I am from Idu, Urua Local Government Area, Akwa Ibom State. Okay. I'm a 300 level student of the Faculty of Communication and Media Studies right now, and I'm 19 years old. I'm speaking to the beautiful young ladies out there. I need you to be prepared. Like, the shoes are big, the responsibilities are big, so you cannot just come because you want to be a beauty queen. You have to be resilient. You have to be strong enough to handle all these challenges that will come with it. You have to prepare for criticism. You have to prepare to work under pressure. You have to be ready to sacrifice your time, because it's not easy. You are going to have to cut down a lot of things you do before, because you are not a role model. People will do things and get away with it, but you will not get away with it. So you have to be an example for others. I need you to believe in yourself, be confident. You don't have to have a godfather or somebody to speak on your behalf. I did not have anybody to speak on my behalf.
Another beauty queen who came with her, Miss Selena Bot, who is Miss Venus 2023-2024, spoke on the need to build up their career early and be humble in order to achieve success.
You just have to believe in yourself. Like me, I think confidence worked for me, boldness, outspoken, because I feel once you have those three characters, you are good to go. Because you cannot be a very shy person and expect to win a beauty pageant queen. And again, you need to be beautiful, because it doesn't just have to be with, actually it's beauty and intelligence, but to some extent your beauty has to speak for you. Okay. Because there are some persons that believe in facial beauty and not really what you have upstairs. But in beauty pageants, we believe in beauty and intelligence, so you have to have those two factors, and those are the two major factors in beauty pageants. Yeah. You also need God. Let him come true for you.
The Chief Executive Officer, Venus Belty, who also appeared in the program, Mazi Chicks Nwigwe, said this reason he organized the contest is to bring out talents in Akwa Ibom girls, appealing for support in the 2024-2025 edition coming up soon.
The government of the state is also helpful. We are still looking for sponsors, and I just hope that this second edition, please, is open for sponsors. We need to make a difference. I know that with time, things will pick up. If you don't have the hearts to put in beauty pageant, please don't even go into it. This coming one is going to be on October 26th. That's where the grand finale will be holding. Then we're unveiling a billboard by Plaza. It's not going to be like judges sit down and judging people. No, everything will be strictly online.
And that's the size of our news this morning. But just before we go, a quick look at the recap. Akwa Ibom State government has played host to Nigerians across party political platforms as it celebrates Governor Moino's 1 year in office. The signing of the Petroleum Industry Act in 2021 has provided a legal, regulatory and fiscal framework to mark a new era in the development of oil-bearing communities. The act is expected to address decades of unrest, underdevelopment and neglect of these communities. We also brought you a story that, do you like watermelon? Do you know that the flesh of this soothing fruit is not only appealing to the taste bud, but that the seed is also wondrous in many ways. That's the news. Thanks for staying with us. The next bulletin comes up at noon. Do stay.